Hello there once again, people! So we've been doing a lot of multiplayer levels lately, and I think we needed something to kind of break up all the monotony. So needless to say, here we are with another episode of Marvelous Monstrosities and Devilish Designs. Specifically, we're checking out something called Quake Wizards, by Quiv. So yeah, he basically designs the different things by, to make it like morph. Yeah, similar check startups and various things like that. I'm assuming this is going to basically make you into a wizard, like a scrag, but yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. This basically allows your player to cast D&D spells and such. Its purpose is to make creating, adding, and modifying spells as easy and as painless as possible. I don't expect anyone to use my spells all the time. First level spells are weak, but higher levels will be more powerful and flashy, such as Polymorph Self, Teleport, Magic Morning Stars. For this reason, I purposely made these spells pretty useless based on D&D specs. Although there are still a lot of bugs I don't want. So let's see here. This is not ready to be used in a game yet. He encourages other QCC writers to add their own spell creations or modify ways done here. Impulses will be defined by magic level. So, say, basically, like, say level 2 would be impulses 120 through 129, and impulses 220 through 229. While level 9 would be impulses 190 to 199, and impulses 90 to 99. This is all because of the 0 to 250 limitation. So, spells also use 10 cells per magic level. So create a new spell will be easy. Each spell is its own file, and the only changes to weapons QC are the cache and impulse sections. New spell files will be inserted into progs.src, basically one that links it out to the different magic spells. So, anyway, let's see here. He has a list of different impulses and what they kind of do or whatnot. And, yeah. So, he has a list of all these different spells. Some of which he has added, some of which he hasn't. So only certain ones of these actually we really will care about. Like, we don't really care about affecting normal fires. He's assuming it'll be used on torches for good light magic. Alarm. To be something like a motion sensor patch, which he hasn't tried just yet. Another one's audible glamour, which is random noise, such as an axe hidden wall, a jump sound, stuff like that, to be instantly generated at a point opposite the player, like a shotgun puff. There's also something called a cantrip, which is some small useless magic. There's dancing lights, which is based on basically bobbin laser shooters, kind of like a minion or something like that. Featherfall, he believes this is possible, but hasn't done it yet. Hold portal. He heard of a patch that can control doors by buttons. Similar, but only will need the door closed in a limited time. Sleep, which is similar to feigned death idea, but will work on others instead of yourself. Spider's climb, which he thinks might be possible. Tensor's floating disc will have other players float around with you. Ventriloquism, which is similar to the audible glamour spell. So yeah, both are kind of very similar. There's also the wall of fog, which he thinks might be possible. And yeah, all the other ones are basically ones that we shall be checking out. As said, this is really a rather interesting thing. Anyway, we should be known that he got an F in introductory to programming this past year, so his code is extremely sloppy. This is the result of 3 days learning QCC through much guesswork and ripping through all the patches. He's probably also forgetting something in this text. Sorry. So yeah, he's taking a lot of ideas and code from different things such as flares, hollow, fiend, morph, all different things. And yeah, he's hopefully going to include some different things in the future, such as an impulse key to throw nails as darts, impulse key to list the spells, to another one to perhaps scroll through spells within a magic level, impulse keys to dispel your magic, allow wizards versus soldiers, have like a number of items such as like spells power, need all weapons for level 8. Also, something like a variable level of power, such as Magic Level 3 gets 2 magic missiles and more damage. It's also hoping to get like pre-spells, such as Healing and Curing Magic, and Magic's Flash Glow for all spells. He's also trying to get something like a magic component for higher level spells, such as like for fire, you use a quad damage, for air, you'd use the Invisible Ring, for water, you'd use a Slime Suit. Yes or no what you'd use for Earth? Maybe the pentagram? No idea. Anyway, the main QC to hold new caches and new code can be used in several different spells. That's another thing he wanted. So yeah, basically, this is basically a massive work in progress. This is almost totally worthless as it is. It's basically a proof of concept. Who knows if he ever expanded upon this ambitious idea? But essentially, he's very obsessed with D&D. And because of that, we're getting a highly D&D focused thing. Was it like, didn't the character Quake come from a D&D campaign? So it's like full circle. And now we're basically playing with a bunch of D&D spells that will be rather interesting to see. Yeah. So let's see here. Let's see how all these different things are. As said, each one's going to cost 10 cells, so we're going to need some cells. Impulse 9. That way I just get some cells. Actually, restart. Give C 200, sure. Okay, so let's see here. We got ourselves some different spells to be checking out. We're a wizard! I'm a wizard! Okay, let's see here. What's a good level to change to? E2M6. I don't know what made me think that, but sure. Now I'm a wizard! I'm a wizard, everybody! I'm a wizard! I'm a wizard, everyone! I'm a wizard! Okay, so let's see here. So first we have Impulse 110. That will allow us to use the power of jump, which needs a time limit. That's the main issue with that one. So if I do an Impulse 100, that did nothing. Oh wait, Impulse 110, my mistake. What the? Well, that was crazy. So if we bind H to Impulse 110, we get the ability to fly all around creation like this. Yeah, God! It's like kind of like a fiend, except, you know, it's not. Yeah, God, running for it. Quick, over here, get some healing. I mean, yeah, you can see highly that this stuff kind of breaks everything. But, yeah. So, yeah, basically, this is kind of like if you had a rocket jump, so it's not too breaking, actually, believe it or not. If I try and shoot up, though, you can shoot highly up. So I can imagine it's kind of breaking that way, because it doesn't cause any damage, and it's also a lot more overpowered in certain ways. Yeah. It's really not the best of spells because of how overpowered it can be. You know, I'm just able to, like, click a jump button and, like, fly out of the water or wherever. So that's basically the jump key, which, as you see, is freaking overpowered, as said. Okay, so Impulse 111. Wizard Mark. It's pretty useless, but it works. Wizard Mark has been placed. Look at that amazing Wizard Mark. I'm assuming this basically is useful to, like, find your way. You have this giant floating rune here now. So if I bind H to Impulse 111, illusion has already been cast. You can only cast one of these. As said, this is pretty much useless. There's, like, no real purpose for it. Really, it doesn't even, like, serve as a marker because it's pretty much gone afterwards. So, yeah. Needless to say, it's kind of just there. Really, it doesn't serve much of a purpose in this game. It also helped to know kind of what the original D&D spells kind of were. You know, I don't have a D&D manual on hand, so... And that type of stuff is copyrighted, so it's not exactly something I could just kind of get. Let's see here. Impulse 112 is light. And that one, of course, is probably a flare, right? Yep, look at that. It's a flare. It's a flare spell, except now it's not actually a physical flare. It's a magical orb thing. But it works kind of similar to the flare. Now, if you're trying to shoot it like a monster... You see, it makes a weird issue when you stick it to an opponent. That's like a woodpecker sound. Look at that. Yeah, it's a rather weird noise. But anyway, that is that one. So, next up on the agenda, we have done that one. Next is Impulse 113, which is Shocking Grasp. Electric damage will be added later on. You also can't get the shove mechanic to work right. So, bind H to Impulse 113. You got something apparently working. This is pretty much worthless. It just burns through your ammo at this point. Yeah, basically it's just kind of a template that's there. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose at the moment. So, next one. That really didn't serve much, so... Bind H to Impulse 114. And that one is going to be Burning Hands. Which is kind of made me like a Hell Knight shot. But you can only get one to fire for some reason. What's going on? Play music. Probably should have that off. It's getting annoying. But yeah, he can only cause one to be shot at a time. Even cause it damage? I didn't think it causes damage. Did I mention this is totally worthless? Yeah, this pretty much is a proof of concept, and you can see you're doing nothing with these fireballs, so that one's worthless. Really, the only one useful so far is jump, and that's like really overpowered. So, and you also have light if you want another flare mechanic. I mean, you have a million other flare mods, so... Okay, so next up on the agenda is... Bind H what? I think we're at 115? I can type right. Bind H, Impulse 115. So that one is colors. Basically a color spray. Eventually it'll spray pixels in front of the caster, but right now it'll look pretty pitiful. Yeah, all you do is you just basically shoot it and you get some colors. Look at that really pointless display of colors. Why that exists, I'm not really sure. Like I said, it's another one of those template things. So, next we have 116. Bind H, Impulse 116. That basically is armor. You see? Gives us 40 armor. Yeah, that's basically that. We need a time limit, and we also need like if-then stuff. But basically, it kind of works. Of course, there's really no point because, like I said, you could basically get better armor anywhere else. And on top of that, yeah, it's just really like a overpowered ability to get 40 armor at any time. Yeah, it doesn't really serve much of a purpose. I don't think this thing ever wears out. On guard! On guard, you hellish fiend! Well, that didn't really help me. I ran right into the armor. Actually, there we are. Armor. I'm armored. I love it. I have armor. And, well, the armor's not actually get removed. That, begs the question, what exactly am I doing? Is my armor even, like, protecting me? Who knows? Let's see here. Let's actually try and figure that out. Is my armor protecting me somewhat? His jump there did like 53. We do it with armor, and he does a similar jump, 58. So yeah, we kind of like got a couple more health points. Nothing really major. Not the biggest protection in the world, but is the kind of there. Of course, I keep walking into the armor. Stupid thing. I hate you. Let's see here. Go! Kill your brethren! Murder each other in violent matrimony! Okay, so now we murdered this. Okay. That looks pretty good. And, well, now we hop around and say, does this thing wear out? Bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop, bunny hop, boom, boom, boom. Hey there, tell you why. There seems to be a bunny hop in the pizza pie. Bunny hop, bunny hop. I ran into the armor. Okay, you know what? I'm looking at the freaking code because I keep running into this freaking thing and I'm tired of that. I think there isn't a time limit or anything like that. Yeah. All it basically is it creates some armor for you. Yeah, so it never runs out or anything like that. It basically just exists. That's kind of what he meant by he needs to like set a time limit and stuff like that. Anyway, next up on the agenda is Impulse 117. Find H. Impulse 117. My god, is there too many impulses? I'm already tired of all this. Okay, so this one is Phantasmal Force. Basically it gives you the illusion. There we are. Now, it basically is kind of like a hologram, except it's a little bit different. You have like an axe instead of the guy holding the gun. It also doesn't really do much. I said it's basically just a basic illusion. As all holograms, this is pretty much worthless. But it's there. It's a thing. Yeah. You want your hologram? You got a hologram in this one. Phantasmal Force, baby. Can't really do anything. Can be shot through. But it's there. The main issue at the moment is that he thinks this should be a white illusion instead of a brown. As said, it's not really his code at the moment. It's kind of just your normal, Phantasmal Force thing. Whatever. Okay. On to one of the most legendary of all Dungeons & Dragons spells. Magic freaking Missile. Yes! And this is the only real working spell. So, this is not really his code either, but it works. Look at that. It's like a scrag. You shoot it. Die! Die! I don't think it's doing anything. I'm shooting at him, but he's not doing anything. Give C200. You know what? Change level to E1M1 as well. I want to see if the stupid magic missile can even work. So you shoot it. It kind of just like hits a wall and like it gets destroyed. So you see, they're very, very pathetic. It doesn't really do much of anything. It kind of, you shoot it a couple times, something eventually dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're looking at about, say, like 30, you're looking at about like 5 damage per magic missile. So basically, it's made to be like a scrag projectile, very much so. Down to it basically being like 5. The scene, yeah, it's pretty much very straightforward in what it is. As for the Hell Knight Burning Hands thing, I'm curious, does that actually cause damage? Find H Impulse 114, because we want to see, does that one cause damage as well? Yeah, let's actually go down here. They're not precached. I love it. Yeah, if there's no Hell Knight in the level, there's an error message. That's always great. You see, this causes a bit more damage than your magic missile. So basically, there's no reason not to use it because it costs the same amount as a magic missile. In fact, Burning Hands probably works a bit better, you know, always. I assume later on it would have a higher cost because right now it's pretty much almost worthless to use magic missile when you have Burning Hands. Now, you do have to deal with the error message, but that's about it. Other than that, it's basically causes, basically causes 4 shots, so what would that be? Trying to think, I'm trying to do quick math and play Quake. That's not a good combo now, is it? It would do about like 8 damage per shot. Because 7 damage would be too little, so yeah, it's doing about like 8 damage per shot to kill a grunt. Anyway, I'm really done here. Yeah, I'm kind of bored of this one already. Mainly because this is a proof of concept, as said. It's definitely interesting to see some Dungeons and Dragons, but of course, seeing Dungeons and Dragons also really brings back some horrible memories for me, as I used to torture myself with a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So, needless to say, not exactly something I really like to be bothering with at all. But it is existent. It is a rather different thing. It's definitely better than the endless normal hologram things. At least this is trying to be something a little unique. So, yeah, thank y'all for watching. I really need to get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. As said, I need to get out of here. Right? Get me out of this freaking place. Get me out of my mind. Get me out of my head. Get me out of my head. Get me out of my mind. See you all later.